Ahoy, morning breathers. Happy Monday. Welcome to Morning Breath. Hey, Peter, don't look now. Somebody news over there.
Ahoy.
Ahoy, Boss Man Matt's
Ahoy.
back.
I'm back.
You're back. Got a big smile on his face.
It was a good week.
He's well rested. Although the frozen tundra of Duluth did you good.
So here's what happened. We were gonna go to Duluth, but we wanted to cruise.
Okay.
And the Great Lakes are frozen, so we couldn't get there.
You could not.
So we decided to go to the Caribbean instead.
Oh, well, I'll be darned.
Yeah, I know.
I'd say good choice.
Yeah, it worked out well. Duluth was closed. So,
it's just a frozen dome up there.
It was just frozen. So we decided, okay, we can't get there. Let's go to the Caribbean. So,
Option two.
You
always have to have a plan B.
Yeah, and I think the plan B was the right choice.
It was the right choice.
Yeah, it was good. It was very good.
It was cold here. I imagine it would have been really cold in Duluth.
Yeah. Well, where I was, it was 80 most days.
You poor guy.
I know. I kind of kept tabs a little bit on what was happening back here.
Oh, you did?
Well, as far as the weather, and I told you before we went on, I tried to watch a show a couple days, but the Wi-Fi was spotty, and you know what? I was on vacation, so.
My question is this.
Yes.
Did you ahoy anybody at all?
No.
No.
In fact, it was funny because I forget how it went down. But
you were even on a boat.
So the first day on the boat. Oh, so anyway, they have this messaging app we were on a Carnival cruise, and they have an app, and you kind of do everything through that app, but there's a chat feature in it. And we got it all set up, and the first message I think my mom sent to me was good morning, we're on. And I said, good morning. And then it occurred to me, oh, what a perfect opportunity to ahoy, and we missed it.
Xander was shocked and appalled.
Yes, I know. So
ahoy wasn't first off here.
It should have been. That should have been the very first message we sent was ahoy, and it was not.
Well, it's okay.
Yeah.
We're going to let that go.
So anyway, but so not a lot of ahoys, although the opportunity was there.
I would have done everything on my power to make sure everybody on that boat said ahoy.
Ahoy, yeah. Well,
it would have been a large undertaking.
It would have been. It was one of the smaller boats, only about 2,500 people.
See, you would have had time.
I know.
You get one of those big dance parties, because I'm sure you were at those.
We went to a lot of things. I don't think we went to a dance party.
You didn't go to the discos?
No,
and stuff like
no, they didn't start till midnight.
Well,
I'm an old man. First night we're on the boat, my wife says, oh, we're going through all this stuff happening, and she's like, oh, we got to at least one night go to the dance party. I'm like, okay, and we never made it. I can tell you that.
Well, it's the days can get long there.
They got long. They were good, but they were long.
Mm-hmm. So you saw how many different ports?
So we left Tampa last Monday
through the Gulf of America.
And went to Grand Cayman and spent a day on Grand Cayman and on the beach. And a day meaning like a couple hours. I mean, It's kind of a quick turn. But and then we got back on the boat and went to Cozumel and spent a day there, a little longer in Cozumel. We packed a lot in. It was on an excursion, but there's a lot going on there. Mm-hmm. Saw some Mayan ruins. Yep. And ate authentic Mexican tacos at a little place. It was really good.
Those are the fun ones.
Yeah, and then got a lot of history about Cozumel. Went through Cozumel City, which is not all that impressive, but it was a good cultural experience. It was interesting to see, but it's pretty run down.
Yeah.
And then got back on the boat, and we were at sea all day on Friday, and back in Tampa early Saturday morning.
Well, there you go.
And then we didn't fly out till 8:00 on Saturday night, so we spent all of Saturday pretty much in Tampa.
Huh.
So with my mom and my stepdad, and it was awesome. We went on with them, and it was great. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you missed cold weather here.
So. And missed cold weather. So
it was a perfect time.
Yeah.
So I for one, I'm glad you're back, because a lot of the stuff that you have prepared for us is not, you did a good job. You had a good start for us, but there was other things that I lacked. Horrific in. So well,
I got to contribute somehow.
The boys wrestling, it was just very difficult for me to find those results. Now that it's all over, I can tell you, but you've already got it. it was just hard to track.
Yeah.
Track wrestling was the only thing I could use, and I had to know everybody. I had to know their weight to make it easier for me to find out where they're at.
Track's great, but it's also you got to kind of know your way around track because there's a lot of information in there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So there was, and you're going to get to some of that, but
Well, we can do that part now.
the area boys did really well.
Yeah. Cale McCabe of Fairfield got third. I think he was ranked first. I haven't followed up to get the whole story, but Fairfield, Cale McCabe got third. Aaron Boone of Washington got third. Kason Miller of Fairfield got seventh. Ian Mays of Waco got second. Gage Samo of Waco got sixth. Gage Burton of New London was sixth, and Loudon Heisinger Swinga he was first of Waco.
190 pounder. He was ranked first, and
and got first.
ended up getting first.
So
Waco had a great tournament.
Yeah. So those are the ones that I tracked in our area.
I know Aaron Boone, the Washington kid, is disappointed with third.
Tough.
I don't know what happened in the round he got beat. I think he was expected to win that and must have. I don't know.
Yeah, I did.
I don't know. But to battle back to third is a long road.
Yeah.
I think there were 6 matches.
The wrestlebacks are a tough place to be.
It's a lot more fun to win and a lot less wrestling.
Yes, exactly.
For sure. So
exactly.
Congratulations to all those young men. And again, it's hard to watch. Flow Wrestling has it. I don't know if there's any other place that you can watch it. I don't know.
I think we used to, and I didn't try this year because I was gone, obviously. But you used to be able to watch it through Track. You had to have a subscription.
You got to get a subscription.
Yeah.
So you're subscribing either way with Flow or Track.
Yeah.
To be able to see it.
Yeah, and I assuming the finals, although we didn't have very many in the finals, I assume the finals were on PBS or something, but I don't know that for sure either. Yeah.
I think I was home to watch it, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, I don't know.
Well, there was another little wrestling meet last night.
Yeah, and you were there.
I was there.
Late night.
I got home at 11, and it probably took me an hour to kind of calm my nerves.
So I was in Carver when Michael Kemmerer beat Mark Hall from Penn State, and that was, 5 years ago, maybe?
Probably.
And that place exploded.
Really loud.
Really loud. And I think I was there when Ramos beat somebody from Oklahoma State. And that place was loud. But Kemmerer was the loudest I heard. But the way they were talking on TV last night might have been louder.
Hard to say. Truly, it was hard to say. Very loud.
Yeah.
So we're speaking about the 184-pound match.
Yep.
And we had a true freshman.
Yep.
Angelo Ferrari.
Yep.
Up against number 3 ranked.
Yep.
I can't remember his name. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I can't either now.
Third ranked kid from Oklahoma State. It wasn't a must win for us. I mean, on paper.
It was. Had he not, if that would have gone the other way as a decision, we would have lost.
It would have been trouble. Because, how did it end up?
We won by 4, but if it would have been a 3-point swing the other way, 21-16.
Could have been tied.
Yeah, no.
We would have been up by 1, I think. Let's think about that.
Yeah, we'll have to think about that. But
the break, because we lost it heavy by attack.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we would have lost by a point.
It might be. I'll have to think about
that.
But anyway, went to overtime. Just a tough match. Just fun. That the action was really good. The overtime.
Hey, Ferrari was aggressive through that whole thing. He was the one shooting. He was the one making the moves.
Yes, he was. He looked really tired, but
didn't stop.
But still, just kept moving forward.
Yep.
And really, really impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, really impressive. He won in overtime with it took about 20 seconds to get that. He got a leg and.
Yep.
And
He had to work on it a little bit. I think
He
it
had
took
to work, but then he got it, and he
Yep.
knew he had it.
He's doing the sign to the Oklahoma State bench, and
Yeah, he's going to be a dandy.
yeah,
I mean, he's really good. There's some people that know wrestling better than me. It's hard to find one better. It's hard to find a kid that is an all-around better wrestler. Right
yeah. And I kind of like he's redshirting. He did wrestle, but he allowed 5 matches, and he got his 5, and he's redshirting. So I kind of like it that he's still going to have 4 years, and he got some big matches in his first year, and so he's still going to have 4 years going.
He lost to number 1 Starace,
But only by a point or two.
only by a point. Kind of a questionable call. You don't leave it to that. That's
Right,
our motto.
right.
Don't leave it to that.
Yeah.
So he wrestled number 1 and number 3 really, really tough.
Yep. And I think Keckeisen out of UNI is number 2. So get Starace and Keckeisen out of there. Not that he's afraid of them, but get them out of there next year. He's going to be the dog. For sure.
There's some interesting problems for Iowa next year, I think.
Yeah. You and I can talk about this later, but Gabe's got to go to 74.
He has to.
Yeah. There's just no way.
I don't think, I'm not in the room. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see Gabe beating him. I don't see Gabe doing what
I don't either.
Angelo did last night.
No, I don't either.
So it's really interesting.
Yeah.
You just put him in.
Yes. Well, I think he's got it. But anyway, exciting match. It was tight. I mean, it was wire to wire. The guys that had to win and win by bonus points did. Although I kind of thought Teamer would, but he didn't. But that's all right.
Teamer and
Parco.
A little. I expected better things out of them.
Agreed.
Parco did not start wrestling until the last 20 seconds.
Yep.
He had a tough kid.
Well,
goofy kid.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That was that Japanese wrestler.
It just a lot of the Oklahoma State. A lot of hands to the head and face. And
Yeah.
wrapping fingers and.
Yep.
You don't. I don't know why that was. They just. I think they were told keep these guys off your head.
Yeah. So, but hell of a match.
Boy, it was fun. So clearly we're number 2.
Yeah, I was the number 2 team.
I think clearly.
And a long way from number 1.
Yeah, everybody is.
Yes.
But I don't think that Oklahoma State's the 3rd best. I really don't. I think that there's an argument for Ohio State. I think there's an argument for Nebraska.
Yeah.
So Oklahoma State doesn't wrestle those guys.
Right.
They don't wrestle Penn State.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they're 13-1 now.
Yeah.
But they don't wrestle the stuff we do
Nope.
in the Big Ten.
It's not the Big Ten.
It's not.
It's not.
The other big dynamic last night was Thomas Gilman came home.
Yeah, he was Oklahoma State coach now.
Yeah.
Our assistant coach.
So I was there, I'm there kind of early, and there was a lot of pleasantries going on. A lot of people, he's working with his boys on the mat, and a lot of people would holler at him, and he'd come to the mat and smile and shake hands. And I didn't see it, but after the match, they're shaking hands. Terry and Gilman just got a little chippy right at the end. I didn't see it. One guy I was with said, "Did you see that?" No.
Yeah. For anybody that still is listening and cares, Thomas Gilman wrestled for Iowa. Really good wrestler at Iowa. Was there after his graduation going for Olympic stuff, and then he just kind of left one day and went to Penn State, to their Penn State wrestling club. And now he's a coach at Oklahoma State. So.
And he's not said the nicest things about
Nope.
Iowa all the time, but I think it was nice to see him back. He looked strange in cowboy colors.
Yep.
But
And Cooper DeJean was in the house.
Cooper DeJean is in the house. That's a fact.
Yeah, he was there for the girls' basketball game, too, the women's basketball game in the afternoon.
We had a long discussion about how he, did he fly his way back? Did the university fly him back? What was that all about?
I don't know, but he spent the day in Carver.
Yes, he did. Very humble guy. It's cool to see him.
Yeah.
Got a big round of applause.
I'm sure.
pretty cool. And it was, senior night, so there's a lot of alum there. That place was full.
They said 14,897 or something like that.
There was one seat next in the middle of my row.
That was empty.
I don't think anybody's ever sat there. I don't know.
Well, it's sold out, so all the seats are sold, but whether they butts and seats is different.
This one was as full as I've seen it, except going back to that year.
Yeah.
The Penn State. Because, they say we're sold out, but this was really full.
Yeah, some of those even sold out are a little
Not
over half.
For sure. We got some hellos up there.
I haven't been keeping track. I see Jeff and Jeannie and Rachel, and I think I saw Julie. I don't know, Peter. Can you scroll back a little bit on this?
I got it. You lost what you were doing?
Yeah, I forgot to take notes. I'm out of practice. Nick, Ahoy, Denise, Cindy,
I
Paula.
was driving down the road the other day, and I saw Denise walking outside. I made a point to roll my window down.
Ahoy.
And I ahoyed Denise, and she ahoyed right back, and we had a nice smile.
Yes.
So that was fun.
That's good.
I think somebody said Teamer. Yeah. Jeff, I think you're probably right. I don't know. We'll see.
Either.
Hopefully these boys, they pick up the pace a little bit.
Teamer's a different kind of wrestler, though. That's kind of.
Boy, he is.
It's kind of maddening, but he is.
When he decides to go,
Yeah, I know.
You're getting a double leg.
What?
It's just you're gonna be taken down.
He came right out the whistle of first period and got that takedown just
Loved it.
immediately, and that was awesome. And then it kind of slowed down from there.
It did. We're gonna be good, but
There's
there's
my
gonna
mom.
be some
Ahoy.
distance. Ahoy, Martha. While Jeff is there, I did watch a little bit of the men's Arkansas-Missouri game. So that pesky little neighbor to the north, you did take them down. That had to feel good for you, Jeff. I think Missouri is still ranked, and I don't think Arkansas is.
That's your guy over there for that.
He's a sports guy. You can chime in.
He's also a Missouri guy.
Not happy about it.
Not happy about it.
Okay. But I think Missouri is ranked, aren't they?
We're 15th as of now. And so we beat the number 4 team on Tuesday, but then we lost to unranked Arkansas. So we'll see what happens from
You'll
there.
be about 17th,
Probably.
my guess. 7:32. We better take a break. We could just talk forever, couldn't we? We'll be right back, though.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections. Like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Ahoy, Morning Breathers. Welcome back to Monday's edition of, oddly enough, we call it the Morning Breath.
The morning breath.
I'm done. I don't have anything else to talk about.
Yeah, well, I'm still catching up. I'm not sure I got a lot either. I did see this, and we're not going to talk a lot about this, but I found it interesting. There's a new, much weaker coronavirus found in bats in China.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
I am not. They said it's much weaker. The threat is not near what the last one was. But they found it in bats, and so far it's only in bats. So you know what they did? They captured the bat and took it to a lab in China where people can have access to it.
That's just brilliant.
Isn't it brilliant?
Yeah.
So anyway,
Fauci part of this?
I don't know.
Didn't he retire?
Well, I think so. But anyway, so there's new coronavirus out there somewhere in bats in China for now.
I guess I'm not too worried about it.
I am not either.
I'm not going to lose any sleep.
Nope. But I saw that. Thought
That's
that was-
kind of funny.
The funny part to me is it's like, all right, now it's in a lab in China. So
I guess we'll all get it.
now what? So
There's been a lot of sickness going around while you've been away.
yeah, well, I had it before I left.
You had it, and Peter got better. Greta was under the weather,
Yep.
but recovered enough to do a show last week.
Yep.
But just a lot of people.
Yeah, well, I had it for a couple weeks, and not last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before, I went to the doctor and said, "Look, I got to get on a plane and a boat."
Fix this, doc.
I said, I'm not going to come in here for every bump and bruise and sniffle, but do something, and he did.
Give
And
me the good stuff.
so I got some antibiotics and a steroid or something, and I felt pretty good last
Hell
week.
yeah, you probably felt like Superman.
I felt pretty good last week, and then yesterday I got a cough back, and so
Well, you've been used to 80,
it was 80. So
but it's 50 here today.
I don't know.
Gonna be, I
yeah,
think.
it is 55 today. I think.
So did anything special on the boat? Like, did you get in the Speedo contest or anything?
No,
Okay.
they would have immediately thrown me out of that. So no, did not do that. So went to a lot of shows. Went to a comedy club. Went to an 80s music thing with all the performers. There was a piano bar there, and we were kind of looking forward to the piano bar because those are a lot of fun usually.
Mm-hmm.
And we walked by one night, and maybe it was just an off night, maybe it's just the wrong time we walked by, but it didn't
He
seem
was
all
playing
that.
chops,
It was just like
chopsticks.
he was just playing a playing a song that didn't look like there was a lot of interaction with swinging. We didn't go back to the piano bar, but
Maybe it was Lover's Night or
it
something.
might have been. I don't know. It could have just been the time we walked by that particular song. But anyway, we did that. Played bingo.
It's a lot of fun.
Got to play bingo.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, all that. But so ate too much food. Did all the things you're supposed to do.
Perfect.
Yeah.
They had a pool on the boat somewhere.
So there was a pool. There was in 2 hot tubs on each end of this pool. So or one on each end. A lot of kids on the boat, which is fine. But the hot tubs were full. I mean, there's 12 kids in each hot tub, like the entire time, and that's nobody was getting in that hot tub for a variety of reasons. But there was an adults only deck that had a hot tub on it that we could have gone on, but we didn't. But
because you couldn't get an elevator to it, no matter what.
yeah, exactly. So 14 floors. They don't have floor 13, but 15 floors on this thing. Our room was on 5. Pool was on 10, and then you can go up some deck. It had a water slide and had all the stuff.
Yeah.
But so I got a good sunset or sunrise picture off one morning from the back deck on deck 15, looking
There
out
you
over
go.
the Caribbean.
There you go.
So it was. We did some cool stuff.
One night I was on I told you I was on a cruise, and I don't know. I got exploring one night, and I got escorted back to my room. I was in a place I was not supposed to.
Really? Well,
That
yeah.
made my wife proud.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. Yeah. Well, I didn't have any of that happen. So, pretty much stuck to the places I was supposed to be.
Well, I was clear up top, and I just wanted to see
Yep.
how high I could go.
Yep.
It was like climbing a mountain, Matt.
It kind of is. And did we talk on air or off air? I was not having the elevators.
You and I just talked off.
Okay. Well, the elevators were slow.
It's a problem.
Everybody wanted to get on the elevator, so I walked a ton of steps.
Good for you.
And it was good for me, and I needed it. But I had zero patience or tolerance for the elevators. None.
It's the biggest problem they have.
Yeah. And
But think about how much money they spend on elevators.
so this blew my mind. I don't know, like Thursday. So I've been on the boat like 4 days. And for whatever reason, I'm looking around and it just kind of occurred to me. I mean, those places are lit up. They got everything going on. there's a million lights. Every cabin, they're cooking food for 2,000 people, 3 meals. Well, not 3 meals a day. They have food always. Mm-hmm. Do you know how much electricity that boat has to have? So you have to have a power plant in that thing that rivals any city. You have to.
Yeah, it's going to make some juice.
So, but just there's.
And then you got to make it all, that doesn't weigh nothing.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, like I said, we were on one of it's a very large boat, but it's still one of the smaller ones in the fleet.
2,500.
Yeah. And I mean, there's, so we get on and we're like, this is a big ship. And we knew going in that it was one of the smaller ones, but we got to Cayman and to Cozumel.
Saw the big boys.
And saw the big boys. And it's like, holy crap.
I was on one of those.
Oh my God.
There's 7,500 people.
How those things stay on top of the water is amazing.
Isn't it amazing?
Jeez. There was one boat there. It not only did it have 2 or 3 water slides, but it also it had a roller coaster.
Yeah. There's golf courses on them.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
There might be. Well, the one we were on had a little putt-putt golf
You can have
area.
that, but you're not getting a par 5.
Yeah, you're not getting a par 5.
Well, good deal. Glad you had a good trip.
It was a good
Spent
trip.
some good time away.
Yep.
We got to take a break, Peter. 7:41.
Got to take a break.
Yeah. So we'll be right back and get set for the day.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
Bring the kids, share the memories, celebrate 75 years of traditions at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Relive the magic of steam engines, antique cars, and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Whether it's your first visit or a cherished tradition, you'll enjoy the delicious foods, the thrill of an Old West shootout, and the excitement of nightly grandstand entertainment. For 75 years, this has been the place where memories are made at the 2025 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 28th through September 1st in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Ahoy, Morning Breathers. Welcome back to Monday's edition of Morning Breath with Boss Man Matt.
I'm back.
Back in his chair.
And we were talking, and I forgot to do my chores. I'm out of practice,
All
guys.
right, we'll talk. Well, that's me. I get you distracted.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all good.
Peter, what did you do? Anything fun over the weekend?
I did. My dad came into town, so we spent Saturday together.
Awesome.
Going to lunch and dinner. Went to the Washington basketball game on Saturday.
Oh, nice.
So, but yeah.
You know what I've completely forgot to do today?
And they won. So.
Washington won?
No,
Iowa
no. Iowa, State of Washington, University of Washington versus Iowa, and Iowa did win.
Yes. Now I'm with you.
Yes.
I've caught up. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to say that the Southeast Iowa Video Network is sponsored by KCTC.
Thank you, Casey.
And that Morning Breath crew is sponsored by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thank you, Willie.
Thanks, Willie. Gosh dang. I don't think I've ever gotten to this point in the show and realized I haven't done
I think
that.
this is late. I kind of messed things up.
But I'm tired.
Yeah, you had a long.
I didn't get a great night's sleep last night. It might be a Mountain Dew Monday for me as
Yeah,
well.
I'm having Mountain Dew this morning.
Jeebers.
I drank so much soda. I got to quit doing that. It was bad.
There's worse things, man.
Yeah, well.
Let's get set for the day.
Let's get set for the day. It is Monday. It is the 24th day of February. It is episode 257. Time 7:44 a.m. Temperature right now in Fairfield 40, Mount Pleasant 40, and Washington 41. I think from what I gather, we'll take that over what it has been.
Yeah, I mean, we had to wear coats and stuff.
You had to wear a coat. Did you wear mittens and a hat and the whole thing?
Well, don't get carried away.
All right, my bad. Increasing clouds throughout the day, but warming up to a high of 55 today. And it's going to stay about that temperature. I think I saw on Friday right now that's predicted like 61 on Friday. So, and a low of 31 tonight, but we're hovering around freezing even at night. So whatever little snow is on the ground, it's
I declare winter is over.
I hope. So today's headlines from Southeast Iowa Union, I got none.
There's no headlines.
There's no headlines. There's
headlines. Boss man Matt, just go find your own damn headline.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back in the groove.
He didn't know how to do it yet. He didn't know what to do.
Trying to get back in the groove. So we don't have any headlines today, but brand new paper tomorrow. We'll start fresh. There is some basketball going on tonight. Boys basketball sub-state starts tonight, and Fairfield heads to Mount Vernon. Mount Pleasant goes to Knoxville, and Washington travels to Fort Madison. I think they're all pretty tough games, but you just never know what's going to happen once the tournament starts. So
the girls will be starting state pretty soon.
State tournament probably starts next week, I'm guessing. And I apologize. I haven't looked to see if I know the big schools, Fairfield, Mount Pleasant, and Washington are all out.
We're all out.
The small area schools, I'm not sure.
You get back in the groove.
I'll get back in the groove. I got to catch
You'll find this stuff.
Catch my breath.
You'll find this better than I will.
But I do know that boys basketball, Fairfield, Mount Pleasant, and Washington all play tonight, and they're all on the road. This day in history, and on this day in 1997, a team of British scientists working under the direction of Ian Wilmot at the Roslin Institute near Edinburgh in England announced the birth of Dolly the sheep, the first clone of an adult mammal. And in 1997, that was all anybody was talking about for a while. Everybody was talking about Dolly.
God, it was crazy. You remember that, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
It was nuts.
It was nuts.
Is that the right thing to do? Is it the right thing to clone?
Yeah, it was. And well, it started passing laws.
Are we playing Jesus?
Yeah, exactly. It was a big deal in 1997.
I don't know. Did we have internet then? Did Al Gore invented the internet?
Yeah. I don't remember.
Can't recall.
I can't recall.
All right. Remember this part?
Random joke, random quote, random fact. I'm trying to get back into the groove. Sorry.
I'd sit in your chair one day. It was weird.
Yeah, I know. I can't sit in yours. It just
I missed all my times. I was a mess, wasn't I, Peter?
It was very back and forth, yeah.
Yeah, it was disappointing.
Yeah, I when you're gone, I don't sit in your chair.
It was just me and Peter one day. I felt like, Peter and I are looking through a camera.
Right.
It's true.
Right.
And I can't see that very good, so
Yep.
I took a jab at your chair over there.
Well, it
was a mess.
We have assigned seats, and you get out of your assigned seats, it's just a little tough.
Things aren't weird.
They're just rough. Right. So, random joke, random quote, or random fact.
Peter, I think you should choose.
We did a random joke on Friday, so let's do a random fact to start out our Monday.
Random fact: the observable universe extends 46.5 billion light years in all directions.
That's how far we can see.
46.5. Yeah, I don't believe you can. Don't believe you can see that with the naked eye, but you can see. Apparently, the observable universe extends 46.5 billion light years in all directions from the Earth. The farthest humans have ever traveled is 1.3 light seconds from the Earth.
That right there, folks, is why I like astronomy.
Yes.
Because wrap your head around that.
Isn't that amazing?
Wrap your head around that.
46.5 billion light years, and we've gone 1.3 light seconds. Yeah, I know. That's crazy.
Ouch.
Crazy. Today's takeaway.
I have nothing.
Mine is that I'm not in the groove yet. I gotta get back in rhythm.
Yeah, I'm tired. I just, we talked about wrestling a lot, but there was a lot of good stuff to talk about.
A lot of good wrestling. We didn't even mention the women's basketball. They played a hell of a game against the number 3 team in the country. They lost by 2, but played a hell of a game.
So I try as I might, I could not find a takeaway that was interesting enough to mention.
Yeah, well, mine is I'm still getting.
You need another day.
I need another day.
Peter, you can be off the hook, but you likely have something.
My takeaway is that, per sources, Matt, elevators are overrated.
Elevators on cruise ships. So the funny part about that, real quickly,
Just tell it.
so cruise ships, I was on this, I couldn't do the elevators, and it's a big floating hotel, right? If I were in a hotel and the elevator's slow, I'm not taking the stairs. But at the cruise ship, I was like, I'm taking the stairs. I got things to do, whatever. But you wouldn't even think about doing that in a hotel.
I do.
Do you really?
You bet.
Oh, I wouldn't. But so I didn't think anything of it. Now, usually in hotels, that you got to find a door and go down, and it's kind of then the staircases on the cruise ship are open and right there. But whatever. I was not having the elevators.
That's a good point. But the elevator they're just not good on cruise ships.
They were fine. I just didn't want to wait for them. I just was not. Anyway, there you go. So good takeaway. Don't do an elevator on a cruise ship.
All right, just get your steps in.
I did. Got my steps.
Good job. Thank you all for joining us today. I hope we were a little bit entertaining. I know you have to indulge us a little bit when wrestling's on.
Yeah, especially last night.
We won't have anything to talk about until the Big Ten's now.
2 weeks.
So we got 2 weeks of no wrestling.
Yep.
Enjoy this time without it, because when the Big Tens are back, we'll be visiting about it. That's just who we are. So thanks for joining today. Hope you come back tomorrow, and I'll be a little more lively.
I'll be a little more prepared.
And we'll all do better. So have a great Monday.